What's up guys, BT Plays here, back with another video. In this video we will be testing out the BMW M2. Last video we did the Jaguar E-Type, and today we're doing the BMW M2. And just look at it. Firstly, just look at it. Look how amazing it looks. It is, oh. All BMWs are just amazingly good looking. They're amazing. Anyway, let's get into the customization. This car has quite a bit of customization. Obviously you can pick the colour of the car, every colour in the game, liveries. We'll just have a look at the ones that are made by the community. Some of them look good, some of them look alright. Obviously just got the tinted windows, the stripes, stuff like that, camo. That looks really nice with the M2 at the bottom. That would work with like a one that isn't blue, but I like the blue. So then we've got the visual parts. Only two hoods, one normal, one carbon, which a bit disappointing, but whatever. And you got 6 front bumpers, the normal one, and the carbon normal, and then you got the little bit that sticks out the front. And I don't really like the others. I'm gonna stick with this one. And then you got 2 front fenders, which again, I thought there'd be more, but you know, whatever, doesn't matter. And then the rims, obviously every rim in the game pretty much. Obviously I just like sticking with the standard with the BMW logo in the middle. The caliper colours just have to go red. I just like the red calipers. And then you can either get the carbon side mirrors or the normal side mirrors, both like the normal primary colour. And I like the carbon just because it switches up a bit. And you got the skirts as well, and you got the carbon skirt, and then you got the performance one, which again would work if it's not with this car. It does look very nice, but I'll stick with the carbon. And then you got 3 rear wings. This again would work, but not with this colour, I don't think. I'm just going to stick with the little the ducktail. That looks good enough. Rear bumpers, there's only 2, and then I'm going to pick the carbon again just to switch it up a bit. And the interior colour, I picked blue because it just matches it. And that's it for the customization, which again isn't the greatest, but you know, it's fine. And because what I normally do after this is I normally just obviously go to the salt flats and test out the vehicle, test out its performance, test out its top speed, acceleration, braking, all that. But instead, that's just a bit long. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to test out the vehicle normally, without any upgrades on, see how well it works without any upgrades on, and then we're going to put upgrades on it once we complete this race. And then we'll compare the two. Obviously the one with performance is going to be better, but we'll see how well the car without any performance parts is going to be. And it's a lot different from the E-Type, because it's just overall so much better. So I'll see you in the race. Vehicle stock is 120 and this race is 160. This is probably not a good race to start this car off with, but I believe it has a chance. Obviously a lot better from the E-Type, 10 times better from the E-Type. I think the E-Type was like, what, 60, something like that. Pretty poor in terms of stock performance. But stock, this thing should be not the best, but pretty decent. Obviously the nitrous will help a lot as well. But it's keeping up, to be fair. It is keeping up with these cars. The braking is going to let it down a lot, because once the momentum's gone, that's it. But we are keeping up. We're in 3rd right now, which isn't too bad considering this race needs to be, or is recommended you be 160, and we're 120. And it turns out that will mess up a lot, because as soon as you lose that speed, it's going to take us forever to get back up to that speed. At least we're not last. We're last. But obviously we can, I say on a straight we could pull second, maybe even third on a straight, but with all these turns, no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And obviously this is a tough race to get into consideration. I could have picked a recommended level of like a 60 or so, but I didn't look. My bad, but this car, I'd say if it was in a 60 race, it would win easily. This car is very decent. Unlike the E-Type where it was lagging behind like 20 seconds, 15 seconds. This car is actually keeping up with the competition, so that's a plus. And the acceleration isn't that great, but the top speed is obviously a lot better than the E-Type, 10 times better, very good. And yeah, I'm just in the acceleration, but it is pretty decent considering. The braking is pretty good as well. I rate the braking from the stock. It brakes pretty quickly. And the top speed can't be that bad if we're 5 seconds behind. And I could look. But overall, this car's an easy put up a fight. Easily put up a fight. If it was in like a recommended race of what, even like 140, 120, 100, I'd say it would either come top 3 or win that race. And the reason I skipped out on the salt flats bit is because, you know, it's just there's no point, is there? It just makes the video longer, so there's no point. I'd rather just either put in a race or two than have you guys watch like an extra 5 minutes of just boringness. So I switched that up, and I'm thinking about putting one up at the parts from going into an online race to see how this thing actually works, because AI normally, even on Ace, they aren't that good. So if I go into an online race, then obviously we're coming up against pretty good players with 240 cars as well. So that could be a possibility. And we are coming to the end of this race, and we are going to finish last. But if it wasn't for it being recommended 160, we could easily come top 3, I think, easily. Again, we're only 9 seconds behind, and we've already turned as well. It's obviously for a racing car you want good braking, and there's going to be a lot of turns and stuff, so obviously you have to take that into consideration. But overall, I give it a 6 out of 10 stock. 6 out of 10 stock. Finished last, doesn't matter. But let's get into me putting all the performance parts on it, and me either going into an online race against other 240 cars, or going into a normal race with the AI. And yeah, I'll see you in a minute, and let's test out this vehicle with 280 parts. I'm hoping pretty good. And plus, all like, if you play against the AI, it's just not competitive at all. And this car is lacking behind a lot, to be fair, which is quite worrying. Hopefully you can catch up. Playing against online players, obviously they're all in 280 cars. They say they're in 280 cars who are against the AI, but I just feel like they're not, and I've crashed and we lost. we lost. This car really, yeah, it's actually really disappointing. I don't know what cars they had. I think one of them had a Carrera. I know one had a Aventador, I think. I'm not sure though. But this M4 really is quite slow compared to the rest of these cars, which is quite worrying. I thought it was pretty good, obviously not. I've managed to slip it to 5th somehow, but I doubt it will be for long. And again, this is a proper test, because if I was against the AI, I'd be winning this race, and it would show no test of my ability at all. well, of the car's ability anyway. Whereas if I was to do a race online against actual players, then it would produce more accurate results, I think, other than just me playing against the AI and always win. They're like, you always win against the AI. It's impossible not to win against the AI. So this is a more even test for the car, and as it shows, it's not proven to be as good as it looks, obviously. And the turning isn't quite on point either. We're 8 seconds behind first place. I think we're like 4 seconds behind third. You can still get top 3. Oh, okay. We're fourth now. And in 3. This turning is shocking. And I have used this car before many times in I've used it in single player races, and obviously it's performed, but I've never used it in online, and it shows how poor this car really is. And I think this top speed is 227, and just about there. I've done 230. Jeez, 240. Doing like a super car. We're now third. Alright, we're top 3, we're top 3. I don't diss this car too much, but we are lagging behind second and third a lot. A lot. Hopefully we can stick on the top 3. But yeah, we can. We got top 3, which is good. That car just didn't feel good. The turning was off. Acceleration wasn't there. Yeah. Overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Competitively, 4 out of 10. Wasn't that great. Still got top 3, yeah, but wasn't that great. And then stock, obviously stock was sort of 6 out of 10, which is reasonable because yeah, stock. But again, against the AI, online, if everyone had a stock car, I don't know how it would perform. But no one has a stock car in PvP races, so I need to take that just from single player. But if you like the new way of me testing cars, which is just through the live battle section, then like the video, as I can see that you guys enjoy it. And to be fair, I think that's more of a test than actually taking it to a single player event. But that's just my opinion. Just leave a comment down below and say what you think. If you like it, if you don't, if you want me to go back to playing against single player events on Ace for a more test, or if you want me to do both, I don't mind. Leave a comment down below. Like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you are new. And that was the test of the BMW M4 on the Crew 2, and I'll see you next time with another car review. Peace.